Hey, Nikki Brown here. Gonna read some cards. See what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's going on today. Mother used to say that all the time. What's going on? She still does. What's going on? What's up? Chilling. What's up with you? That's how some Northeasterners respond to this. Nothing, what's up? I'm chilling. What's up with you? Son, I mean. Alright. Let me get some. Whew. I was in the mood for a little of that. Alright, let me cut the cards. And see, so today I want to know what advice the spirit or the ancestors have for us today. What? I don't even know if I should take these. Well, the Ace of Pentacles came out on top, but it's 6 cards. I think we're not going to take those. So I'll tell you what 6 cards it was. It was the Ace of Pentacles, Chariot in reverse, 4 Wands in reverse, the Hierophant, Page of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, I had a kind of weird dream, but it was a fun dream too at the same time. I already did that part. I don't know why. So again, what advice do you have for us today? What advice do you have for the viewers in YouTube land today? Please and thank you. Give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. All right, 2 of Cups in the reverse. Some type of choice. Is what 2s means. But this is not a soulmate connection. This is not love. There's no love here. So I don't know if this is about love. This may be somebody who is codependent on another person. And they don't know how to do anything without them, or at least they act like they don't know how to do anything. But there's definitely an imbalance. There's no give and take in this relationship. These 2 people may always have misunderstandings, and they're not compatible. Again, because it's 2s or choices, maybe somebody needs to choose themselves over this other person. And Cups are emotions, so this could be very emotionally draining for one or both people. Somebody's not connected to their intuition. And you may be just going with the flow or not going with the flow, whichever applies. Also have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh, sorry, in reverse. So this is more emotion, right? And 8s normally represent progress. So this is what I like to say. Somebody's spinning their wheels in the mud. So somebody's stuck in the mud, stuck in the snow, whatever. They're not going anywhere. So this relationship is not going anywhere. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a familial relationship, could be mother-son, son-father, father-daughter, mother-daughter. It's just the one or both people are very detached and disconnected. This could be an issue with the crown chakra, possibly. Um, Somebody's quickly dissatisfied with themselves or with the other person or another person or even a group of people, because there are 8 cups there in this particular situation. So this could be family. This could be your relatives for sure. And then the moon is in the picture, so there may be some secrets and lies, because it's like the moon has his eyes closed and he's upside down and not being illuminated. So see how dark the sky is? This could be misunderstandings. This could be somebody having a lack of ability to set boundaries for themselves, so that you can, rise above this situation, basically, and use your intuition. Then we have a 3 of Wands. So in some ways, maybe you've left this situation behind. Maybe this was past, present, future energy, and now you've moved on and you've made progress, and you're overlooking that progress and you're feeling this sense of pride. Maybe you've expanded a business. Maybe you've created a strategy and you're sticking to it. Maybe you've made some other type of effort. Maybe you've always wanted to go back to school and you finally did that. You've achieved that. But some type of forward momentum, because again, he's looking forward out into where he's come from and what he's accomplished. With that regal red robe on, honey. Okay, so that was advice. So, okay, so if you're not doing that, then that's what you need to do. You need to reevaluate this codependent relationship and perhaps move on from it. Detach yourself from it, because you're looking to fill a void, but it's not being filled. Even with all 8 of those cups, this void is not being filled because it's in the reverse, because this person can't give you anything because their cup is empty. Their cup is in the reverse. Everything that was in the cup done spilled out. Nothing in now one of them cups. And then you got 8 more right here. So maybe this person maybe this person was in a relationship, a codependent relationship, where they had misunderstandings and arguments all the time, right? Then they try to go outside of that relationship and deal with 8 other cups, and they still didn't get that satisfaction that they were looking for, because you're disconnected. You're detached. It's like you're just aimlessly wandering around trying to get this satisfaction or fill this void, and it's not going to happen. But you can make progress if you look forward. Create a strategy, an exit strategy, or a meditation strategy, and look forward to the future and build from there. What are the strengths? What are our strengths? What are the strengths for everyone watching today? The collective energy. 4 of Wands in the reverse came out. And again, 4s of Wands in the upright is usually some type of celebration. But you've accomplished some things, but you're downplaying them. So maybe you did walk away, or maybe you did achieve a goal that you've always wanted to accomplish, but it's like having a hard time accepting a compliment. Somebody says, "Oh, I like your shoes. Oh, I had these for 10 years," instead of just saying thank you. So you might say, "Oh, well, I graduated from college and got my degree, but it's only a bachelor's degree, or it's only an associate's degree," instead of saying, "I'm proud of myself because I earned an associate's degree. I actually finished. I finished something that I started." And I'm just using that as an example. If you learned how to cook rice, I'm so proud that I learned how to cook a pot of rice. And be proud of that. Not arrogant with the pride. That's not what I'm saying. But at least say, oh, I did it. I meant to move this camera. I just got finished doing a video about the crown chakra. And I really wanted the focus to be on the cards and not on me, because you don't really need to see me. But I'll make sure that I fix it for next time. And so the question is still strengths. 7 of Wands. Something is challenging or burdening you. And you feel the need to defend and protect it, or justify and excuse foolishness. Right? And that's why this foundation is shaky, because you're justifying and excusing foolishness when you probably saw some red flags and non-negotiable behaviors a long time ago and should have been out of there. If this is a romantic relationship, it probably was supposed to just be a one-night stand, or maybe last, a summer fling, a little short, little romance, and done. And it has extended far beyond that. So you feel like you're not, so although you've achieved certain things, you feel like I said earlier, you're spinning your wheels in the mud and you haven't really accomplished anything, because you're stuck with someone who's not being supportive or encouraging. They just want what they want, and they don't really care about you or what you think. I don't care. There are people who have been in relationships for 10, 20 years or more, and the person that they are with never really loved them. They were only there for the benefits. That happens a lot. And then as soon as something happens or the benefits go away, then they show their true colors. I'm sure you've heard of this before. So you're not reaching a level of success because you're not with the right partner or partners. If this is a business, because this could be a business, right? So it's like you're standing up on the hill and there's 6 people down the hill trying to attack you, and you're the only one standing up for yourself, because they're just staying stuck and stagnant, whereas you've elevated to a higher level and you've gone beyond this same old, the same routine, the same mentality, the same physicality, or whatever that looks like. But this could be a very pivotal moment in your life if you do the right thing. So this is strength. Your strength is that you were able to rise above, what your past. You were able to rise above your past, and now you're at your higher self, but it's probably making you feel afraid because you've never been here before, right? You're used to just hanging out with everybody, smoking, drinking, watching nothing on TV, eating bad food, not exercising, not meditating, not taking care of yourself, letting people use and abuse you, being a people pleaser, and all of those things. And now that you're actually standing up for yourself, people don't like it. And if you're no longer justifying it, especially, because I think at one point you were, oh, well, this person is this and this person is that. And I think now you're learning, even if you're still doing it, you're learning like, wait, no, that's not right. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be saying that. And so you've taken action to do something different and defend yourself. So that is a strength. You need to stop downplaying your accomplishments, though, and be proud of what you've achieved so far. Be proud of your stability, even if it wasn't like some type of event that you achieved or something like that. Just be proud that you maybe have stability. You've owned a home, or you own a car, or whatever that you paid off your car. I don't know, whatever that stability, that pentacle energy, whatever that looks like for you. But right now there's just fire and water on the board. Okay. What do we need to embrace? The future. Maybe there needs to be balance, more balance of the emotions though. I should have looked to see what those cards were. They kind of, not really. Well, we have the Tower, the Sun in reverse, and Strength in reverse. So you have the strength, but you're not utilizing it right now. But technically those cards didn't pop out, so I'm not going to take them. But you get what you put out. It's karma. You get what you give. We don't attract what we want. We attract who we are. But this is joy. The Nine of Cups is joy. It's someone who's using their intuition and embracing their higher self. Perhaps you have been thinking, and perhaps you have come to a solid conclusion. So you're proud of yourself. So that's good. Maybe while I was talking, you just came to that conclusion. Like, yeah, I do need to be happy because this or that happened, or I did this or that. Right? You're right. That you've accumulated 9 cups. You kind of rejected 8 cups, but then you turned around and got 9, right? So you let go of things that didn't serve a good purpose, and so when we release and we let go of things that don't serve a good purpose in our lives, we leave room for the things that do serve a purpose in our lives to come in, because they can't come in if you don't make room for them. Like you, maybe someone who's not in a relationship right now, you say, oh, I want a man or a woman, and I want this person to live with me, and blah blah blah. But you got a closet full of clothes, so that if this person did come with you, live with you, where their clothes gonna go? You need to clean a spot in that closet. Get rid of some of that old stuff. Make room for someone to come in, so that they feel welcome, and not like, oh, well, I done moved into this person's house and I ain't even got no place to put my stuff. But I don't know if y'all was ready for that. All right, what else do we need to embrace? This is the 5 of Pentacles. We maybe need to embrace the fact that something else didn't work out, and that, again, these people down at the bottom trying to attack us may be making us feel like an outcast. Like, oh, you're the black sheep of the family. You turned your back. Whatever. You don't want to give me money no more. Oh, you don't want to talk to me. Oh, you think you better than me. Oh, you think you all of that. Whatever they say, let them say whatever they're going to say. Or do whatever they're going to do. As long as it's not hurting you physically. Right? So you may need to embrace the fact that you have to leave some people out in the cold and move on with your life. Even if it's someone, you know, who you're supposed to be close to, like a mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, aunt, cousin, friend you've known since elementary school. If they're on a different page and they're trying to keep you stuck, you may have to embrace the fact, and not to say that you have to completely cut them out of your life, but you may not talk to them as often. But if you don't talk to them as often, then you're not going out to the club to drink beer, smoke weed, and screw women or men, they may not want to be bothered with you as much. So you have to accept either way, either you distancing yourself or them distancing themselves, because who do you think you are? Right? How dare you not stay the same? How dare you want to do better in life? Or be more spiritual, be more grounded and meditate and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, you stupid. So because you meditate, that means you can't eat pork no more. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever somebody might be saying and or thinking. This person may not even be talking to you at all. They may just be gossiping, with these seven of wands people down here, who you're now defending yourself from and setting boundaries with. They don't like that you've set boundaries with them. They don't like that they can't manipulate you and push you over anymore. Okay. What do we need to release? What do we need to release in this reading? And 5 is change, So maybe time for a change. What was that? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This could be improving your health. This could be, again, letting go of things that, no longer serve a good purpose. So if you lost 10 pounds and you still got those bigger size clothes in your closet, it might be time to get rid of them. Why are you trying to go backwards? If you've lost the weight, I would think that you won't want to maintain that and or be smaller. Instead of mentally, because it's all mental, holding on to something that you don't even need when there are bigger people who may need those clothes right now. And I'm just using clothes as an example, because a lot of us do need to declutter. We may need to release being fake, like having fake joy or pretending that everything is okay. Like if you need to cry or express how you feel, then go ahead and do that, but don't pretend that everything is okay. Don't ignore a situation as if it's going to go away or change on its own. You actually have to take action. And that's what this 7 of Wands is about. Be brave and take action. Whatever situation you're going through, it might be making you mildly depressed. So you, again, need to release that, whatever it is, and let that go. The Sun is also the number 19, which reduces to a 1. So you need to make yourself number 1. And we also have the 5 of Cups. So yeah, you're grieving some type of loss, and I understand. Again, this is not easy to leave people out in the cold, people or a person. It doesn't feel good. Sometimes we regret, oh, did I make the right decision? These cards are saying, yes, you made the right decision. You definitely made the right decision. You just have to stick to it and don't look back. See, they're going forward. They're not looking back. Yes, they had to leave somebody out in the cold. One of them, was on crutches. The boy on crutches looks like he's running. He like, let me get the hell up out of there. And wherever they were coming from is very dark. See how dark the background is? Aside from the snow, it's dark. So you were with a dark person or in a dark place. Get on up out of there. Release that energy. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't prolong it any longer. If you're still in this situation, you're only making yourself suffer. Because you're prolonging it by staying there longer and longer and longer. No matter how, if you stay there for another year, when that year comes, because if you don't do it, it's going to be done for you. But when that year comes, it's going to be even worse. The pain is going to be even worse because you wouldn't have made the decision to walk away on your own. It will have been made for you. Because if that's not meant to be, it's going to end regardless. whether it's a job, again, a relative, a romantic partner, whatever that is, a home you're living in, the landlord ain't doing right. An old pair of shoes, I don't know, that hurt your feet. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, can we just get one more card to close out this energy? And we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, Four of Pentacles usually means somebody who's really selfish and holding on. Real tight. Real, like, frugal. What do you call it? Cheapskate type of energy, right? And that's usually, Pentacles are usually associated with Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So on the one hand, they can be workaholics and really like to save, but they can be, you know, a little too frugal or budget friendly. But of course, they don't see themselves as that way. But in the reverse, this is saying you need to let some of that go. Don't be so rigid and so tight and so frugal and so cheapskate-ish. Just spend or invest your money wisely. Like, you know, you don't have to shop at the dollar store for everything. Or as they used to say back in the day, the five and dime. Or the cheapest store that, you know, you could possibly shop at, and buy things that you have to replace every couple months because it was so cheap that it falls apart as soon as you wash it, or, you know, if you drop it. Because this is very unhealthy. And losses can be expected. So if you're holding on too tight, again, whatever you focus on grows. So just for the sheer fact that you're holding on to it so tight, you could lose it. Yes, we want stability. My nose ring. We want stability. We want to achieve success, but being too uptight about it is not good. Being too materialistic is also not good. Being a workaholic is also not good either. And Aquarians are workaholics, so, you know, I get it. But being so tight can affect your health. So you want to be careful with that. Let's see what's going on with these cards. See what we get. So there was a few different stories going on here. Again, this could be a romantic partner, a relative, a friend, a co-worker, a landlord, someone you've been in business with. Any of those situations or scenarios could be the case, but you need to stop trying to justify the foolishness and go ahead and take the steps that you need to take for your highest good and your health and peace of mind. Even though you may feel like you're leaving somebody else out in the cold, eventually they might leave you out in the cold. So which one would be better? If you voluntarily go ahead and take your losses now and walk away, or just stay in that situation and let them leave you out in the cold, or keep using and manipulating you, or abusing their power, or whatever that looks like. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what comes out. I got the message to pick these up. I'm not feeling like I need to pull anything else right now. Oh, just these. The truth will be revealed. So you may not understand fully what's going on right now, but the truth will be revealed to you. Somebody is fake. They're faking the spiritual funk. They may pretend to be very religious or spiritual, but really deep down they're a hypocrite, and this person is being exposed or will be exposed. This could be a Libra, and you are on the right path. So creating a strategy to walk away is actually the best decision for you. Plan your exit strategy. I don't like to use the word plan. I like strategy better because you could plan to fail. So create an exit strategy if you haven't already left. And if you did already leave, don't regret it. You did make the right decision. What I'm looking at is wants to be jealous, cleanse your energy, connect with your sixth senses and while you were sleeping, but I'm not going to say that they want to come out. This person may have some type of addictions. This may explain their erratic behavior. This may explain them wanting to fight and you happen to defend yourself. This may be why you need to leave them out in the cold. This may be that thing that's hidden in the dark, because you got the Sun in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, which is all dark. Then you got the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Even the Four of Pentacles is wearing dark colors for the most part. Those pentacles are yellow, but that cloak around him, that's draped around him, that's dark too. So there's a lot of things hidden in the dark. Let's see. Five of the cards are in the reverse. Anything else we need to know? I feel like it's done. I think that's it. And it could be a Leo. This one says just listen. Snake in the grass. Seeing Aries, Taurus, may not. Sex, magic, Virgo. While you were sleeping again. Release the energy. Okay, and negative juju. And Scorpio. So, and even if these signs may not be their sun sign, it could be their moon, rising sign. It could be any other sign in their chart, because the way that they're operating could be ruled by those other traits in their chart. So I hope that this was helpful and helps you to make the right choice. Remember, that's what we started out, needing to make a choice. And the question was, what's the advice? The advice is make a choice. Your strengths are the accomplishments you had. And you need to release anything that does not serve a good purpose in your life. Any person, place, or thing that is not serving a good purpose for your highest good, and where you need to go, and where you are going, or where you need to go if you're not there already. So I'm reordering my cards, meaning shuffling them so that they're not. Oh, look at the star at the bottom. You are the star. Ooh. Or an Aquarius. You are illuminated. So that sun came back out, but in the reverse, in the upright this time. Straight up and down. Came up right. Look, it don't want to go away, seem like. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Again, I hope that was helpful. That's the purpose of doing these readings, to be helpful, because there are many people going through a lot of different situations. I don't necessarily focus on love readings like some other readers do, which I'm not criticizing that. I just kind of do whatever comes up. Or if I have a dream about something, or if I have something on my mind, I may focus on that. But it's not all about love, although a lot of times love does come out in the readings. But we do have other things going on as well that we need to um, maybe shift our energy towards. So I'm here to help in whatever way, because what makes sense to one may not make sense to another. But again, this reading, although it wasn't necessarily a love reading, it could be, right? Um, because it could definitely have been about your romantic partner or someone that you were with. So that's that. Again, I hope that it was helpful. And sometimes we know what the right decision is, but we need somebody to tell us, you need to walk away from that situation. And this is not to tell people that they need to break up with somebody or give up on a situation, or because I know that some people feel like, oh, well, then that means I'm going to be a failure, or my family's going to say I told you so, or whatever it is that we're thinking about that makes us stay and be unhappy. But that's not good either. Staying just to save face, or whether that be for relatives, friends, or ourselves, because really we're lying to ourselves. If we're staying in situations that do not serve a good purpose in our lives, we're lying to ourselves, because we know that this situation is miserable and we need to go, but we stay for convenience, or for the kids. Kids should never be, because kids can pick up on the energy. They like, mommy and daddy don't even get along. You can't even fake get along long enough to be around the kids, for them to see love and have healthy relationships. When they get older, they usually repeat the same toxic cycle. And this is not me judging or criticizing anybody, but it's the reality that usually happens. So we want to promote healthy relationships. It better for, although they get jealous and they get mad, but it's actually better for them to see you in a loving relationship with someone else than stuck in a relationship that's not going anywhere, and where you're arguing, fussing, and fighting all the time. Always misunderstanding each other. Again, that could also be even with a supervisor or manager at work, or co-workers. This person may be abusing their power because they misunderstand you. And so there's constant, you're readjusting or justifying the behavior, or excusing their behavior, when really you should probably say, let me get something else. Let me look for something else. And really make the effort to look for something else. Or change departments, go to a different floor, whatever that looks like. So sometimes we need, sometimes we have spouses or family members or friends. They're not going to say, they're going to say, oh, you need to stay because I stayed at that job for 30 years, so you need to stay at joints for 30 years. Or I stayed with my husband for 50 years, or my wife for 45 years, so you need to stay too and just be unhappy. You ain't supposed to be happy. That's what some people will say. Oh, well, you ain't supposed to be happy. Really? You're not supposed to have a happy, healthy relationship? I definitely disagree. I disagree with that one, but that's just me. So again, sometimes we need people to help us muster up that strength to do what's right for ourselves. And there are going to be people who don't like it. And they might set a wand on fire and try to swing it at you. And you may need to defend yourself. And again, at first you might feel like, oh, well, I need to justify this behavior or make an excuse for it, but you don't. You just have to set a boundary, stick to your boundary, and not sway away from your boundary. And, say, listen here, mother, father, sister, brother, you have to accept that I've set this boundary. Listen here, friend, I've set a boundary. No, I'm not going to the club with you no more. No, we're not about to sit around and drink all weekend and stand in the hallway and with our hands in our pants. No, we're not about to smoke weed from the time we wake up in the morning to the time we go to bed all day, every day. We're not getting ready to do that. I'm doing something different. Or your friend who might, oh, why you get married? You don't need to get married, because they want you to just be able to still hang out with them. Yeah, I love this person and I want to get married. Again, not excusing or justifying it, just setting a boundary and sticking to your boundary. This is what I said. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and this is what I'm getting ready to do. And you just have to accept it. And you can't feel sorry or bad about it. You have to see it as an accomplishment and forward movement. An accomplishment for your highest self and your elevated self, your God self, right? That's what it's all about. It's not about staying somewhere just because it's stable, knowing that it's making you miserable. So you stay at the job for 30 years, and then as soon as you retire, you pass away because of all of the stress that you had to deal with. Is that what you really want? Because that happens to a lot of people. And I'm not trying to wish anything bad on anybody, but I'm just saying, enjoy life and do the things that you want to do, and not what somebody else wants you to do, and not being a people pleaser, or just conforming to society, or conforming to what other people want you to do, if that's not what you want to do. Create an exit strategy and do what is good for your highest good, your peace of mind, your sense of calm, your spiritual self, or whatever that looks like. All right. Love y'all.